Oh yeah. I'm just gonna let this bass line roll for a few. Get set up. Let me know if the audio sucks. Yep. Yeah. All of nobody watching me right now. I got nobody. Literally, from here to there, nobody. But I got a pretty good bass line. It's enjoyable. I think. I don't know. I could be wrong about that too. I just happen to think. I like the way it hits. I mean, it's not bad. Alright. What the fuck? On my stream. Still nobody. Oh yeah. Be on watch page. Nobody up on YouTube or Twitch. Gonna rename this thing. Ableton 10 session. Can I make a dope new vocal for my set? Ibuprofen. Yeah. Tag it techno. And since you want people to show up, you tag it LeBron. Oh yeah. It's alright though. All sorts of people. Just listen to Orem. It looked dope. He played for about 2 hours. He had no sound. Oh, good on you, man. You just raided everybody over to Synthesis Sessions who has sound. And it's good. That's right. Okay, view on watch page. Anybody watching? Nobody watching. I don't really need to have this. Yeah, let's just recreate shit. This is shit I did last year. I should load this up on the Octa and jam it. I'm gonna do that. It's too good. But it's not what I'm working on right now. Really, right now, I'm just kind of goofing off. Waiting for Synthesis Sessions to get Damn, you got a nice, good rate there, Synthesis Sessions. Oh yeah. watching me. I get a feeling it's actually nobody watching me. It's a glitch on Twitch. We're just gonna loop this for 20 minutes. I know. I mean, it is what it is, right? I mean, I'm actually here to do a thing. Oh, we got Slow Cool and Fave. What up? This is gonna be an interactive show. I guess we might as well actually write something here. What's up, Fave? Can you hear me? Can anybody hear me? I'll make sure it's not too. Yeah. Can it does. There's not like a crazy echo. Because I am hearing a crazy echo. And it might be all good. Alright, well, I mean, it's not splatty. I'm just gonna get going. Oh, wait. I had the sound up on YouTube. That's what it was. Okay, that should cut it. Should be better now. Alright, what am I doing? still confused as to where the first kick drum is there. Apparently it quantized off the damn screen. There we go. That's right. One big mob. Oh yeah. Let's go build a beat right now. As per usual, I'm gonna go use some Omnisphere. Alright, I'm gonna give her my old bass line. Bye bye. What's up, Co? What's up, Kate? Can you guys hear everything? Can you hear my music? Can you hear my mic? Want to get some of these micro timings right. Oh yeah. Co, Keto, Kate, E, I love all of you. I'm gonna do some crazy vocal stuff. That's really what the goal is here. Sister Darkness. Where am I at right now? I think I can actually whatever these are. I think I can probably quantize to near 16th and get it. Let's see. Nope. There it is. Kind of cool, but no. Nice effing lick, brah. So I can do something like that as a fill. Okay, I'm feeling it. The MIDI controller, yes. This is all stuff I'm going to really work out later, but I just want to get it automated right now. So the concept behind this track is a little bit of double entendre. I wanted to do something around, like, okay, I'm 38, right? So it has to be something kind of meta and mundane, yet like in like way too cool of a way, right? And what else says approaching middle age quite like Ibuprofen? Like, remember the tracks when you were a kid, when you were 20, and it was like, this is how we fuck on cocaine, right? It's like, yeah, okay. Hey, E, you send me an MMGA headband, I will wear it, okay? I'm not even shitting you at all. Anyway, so you know how those tracks were like that? Well, I think it would be really funny to like do something similar, but for ibuprofen, right? Because it's like, oh yeah, give me those IBs, you know? So that's what we're gonna try to do here. Ibuprofen. 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 So it's gonna be something like that. Ibuprofen. I didn't really like that take though. Let me get it again. Check, check, 1, 2, getting it louder. Ibuprofen. 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 Nope, didn't like the first one. Ibuprofen. 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 Okay, so I got 4 of them that I like. All right, now what's another rhythm I could do this with? It's like ibuprofen. 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 Insane. Ibuprofen. 4 syllables, so it should be like a 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and ibuprofen, 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 blah, 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 blah. Yeah, it's ibuprofen for sure. So I'm gonna take this tempo down a whole bunch and see if I can do a 1 E and on it. Ibuprofen. Nope. Alright, so okay, keto. So what I'm doing is I'm kind of just making fun of like when I was younger, the tracks they used to hear were like way too cool versions of like the drugs that you take when you're going to like rave parties, right? They were like ecstasy or time to drop the acid, right? So okay, right? I'm 38. I'm not doing that. Instead, I take a bunch of ibuprofen because my knees hurt. So I'm gonna write a way too cool track about ibuprofen, right? So it's a little bit meta, but also, you know, let's be honest here. Let's talk about this real quick. The mild anti-inflammatory properties of ibuprofen I find to be extremely useful. I'm pretty sure that it's one of the cornerstone drugs of the 21st century. I mean, could we imagine life without it? Really? So, yes, that's what I'm doing. Ibuprofen, 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 ibuprofen. Yeah, that's it. Ibuprofen, 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 ibuprofen. Whew. Doctors percept it like candy. Well, I mean, you could just get ibuprofen at like Walgreens. You don't need a doctor to do that. All right, I ran out of breath in that one. I was also off beat, which I'm fine with, but so is the effect like boring Kate Angel. He be brofen. I figure if I make fun of myself enough, I won't bore anybody. My knees hurt. I need an ibuprofen. So here we go. Ibuprofen, 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 ibuprofen. That'll work. Let's. What am I looking at here? Why is this? Get out of there. All right, now let's do. Insane. Ibuprofen, ibuprofen. Insane. Inflammatory ibuprofen, anti-inflammatory. So you guys get it. I'm kind of trying to be a little stupid here. Like, that is partially the point. All right, so we're gonna work out some vocal tricks on here now using manipulator. Ibuprofen. 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 I need to stretch first before chopping logs. Ibuprofen. I do a stretch. It doesn't do anything. I need to lose weight. Ibuprofen. Honestly. I need to get off my ass. Ibuprofen. I don't do. Although I did hike the Volo Bog today, and that was lovely. Ibuprofen. Ibuprofen. I need a manipulator on here. Ibuprofen. There it is. Ibuprofen. 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 Kappa cool rapper. Kappa cool crab rapper. Kappa cool crab rapper. Hold shit. I'm really just sequencing through presets right now. Ibuprofen. Ibuprofen. It's gotta go. Okay, so manipulator will take MIDI in, and so to do that, you have to pull it from somewhere, and the MIDI I have happening right now is on Omnisphere. So. Nope, doesn't appear to be triggering it. That's all right. Subtle morphs. All right, so yeah, so here's the other problem you get with ibuprofen is it can cause if you take it for a long period of time, acid reflux, right? And then suddenly you take another drug, you have to take a PPI to control that, right? So there's no way out. One day you die. Well, I guess if you just like completely stop eating sugar, you don't need to take ibuprofen. So you should be all good, Jones. All right, is Aleve better than ibuprofen? Because honestly, I just buy the giant bottle of ibuprofen. Anyway. Do I need to, like, clear this with whomever it is who owns ibuprofen before I publish it? Is it like, can I steal a sample? Can ibuprofen make a claim on the YouTube video of this? hear how some of these other ones sound. Wow, that was crazy. Alright, cool. Thanks for clearing that up. Alright. Gonna make a little bit of an adjustment here. Insane! Ibuprofen, ibuprofen. Okay, there we go. Okay, second one sounded pretty good. Ibuprofen, ibuprofen. Insane. Alright, that second insane is a little off. Insane. Ibuprofen, ibuprofen. Insane. I actually like insane. I like that. Ibuprofen, ibuprofen. Insane. Insane. Ibuprofen, ibuprofen. Insane. Okay, so this is the one that needs to get scrunched just a little bit. Insane. Ibuprofen, ibuprofen. Insane. Inflammatory, ibuprofen. Anti-inflammatory. Ibuprofen. Damn it. Insane. Ibuprofen, ibuprofen. Insane. I don't like the timing on that, so I'll just get rid of that one. And the first one, which I did like. Insane. Ibuprofen, ibuprofen. And now, new clip. Insane. Ibuprofen, ibuprofen. Insane. Inflammatory, ibuprofen. Anti-inflammatory. Ibuprofen. 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 There's a hitch in my ibuprofen. 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 This should be here. Ibuprofen. 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 Insane. Ibuprofen. Ibuprofen. Insane. Inflammatory. Ibuprofen. Anti-inflammatory. Ibuprofen. Naproxen sodium. Naproxen sodium. I'm going to do that right now. Because that's what I'm tracking right now. That's what I'm doing tonight. Naproxen sodium. Naproxen sodium. Nah. I did not record anything. Naproxen sodium. Naproxen sodium. Naproxen sodium. Naproxen sodium. All right, there we go. Gotta smash that P. Am I getting plosives? Is that not getting caught by my old thing here? God, brother needs a Becky out of me. Let's track that too. Goddamn brother needs me a Becky out of me. That was easy. Hold on. Wait. What am I not hearing now? Insane. I'm not hearing nothing. Ibuprofen, 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 ibuprofen. It's like these ones that I just recorded aren't coming through, but the other ones are. Ibuprofen. And say Ibuprofen. And say Ibuprofen, Ibuprofen. I know why. It's because okay. I have Omnisphere tracked in there. Not external in. Okay, so naproxen sodium. I don't think I'm hitting that limiter. Is it compressing? I don't even have a limiter on this. It's probably compressing because I have to do that stupid shit with the line out. Because Focusrite sucks. Naproxen sodium. Naproxen sodium. Naproxen sodium. Naproxen sodium. Nope, out of tune. Naproxen sodium. Naproxen sodium. Naproxen sodium. Alright, I got what you're saying on the P. Naproxen sodium. Naproxen sodium. Naproxen sodium. Naproxen sodium. Alright, ends with an M. N. Naproxen sodium. Naproxen sodium. Naproxen sodium. Yeah. Hey, did that sound cool? Let's see. Yeah. Yeah. That sounded awesome though. Yeah. How much you want to bet that's the only part of this that actually makes it into a track? Okay. We're going to stick with the theme, but we're going to make this red. All right, let's try this again. Naproxen sodium. Turn it down. Naproxen sodium. Naproxen sodium. Naproxen sodium. Naproxen sodium. There we go. Naproxen sodium has been tracked. Naproxen sodium. Let's hear it again. Yeah, you can absolutely have that pre-sneeze sample. Rename. Do you want it clean or do you want it with the delay? Naproxen. At this point, I'm happy with what I got, even if I'm mispronouncing it. Alright, hold on. I'll get it for you. The funk. Alright. Yep, we're doing it. 2444, okay, brother? Well, that's what you get. Call it pre-sneeze. All right, hold on. Here, I'm gonna hit play on this so people aren't bored. Ibuprofen, 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 ibuprofen. Ibuprofen, 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 ibuprofen. Back at it. Alright, Co, it's in bath share. So enjoy. Add it to your found samples jam that you're working on. Ibuprofen, 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 ibuprofen. Back at it. Alright, I got naproxen sodium. And then, let's see. There was another thing that... Goddamn brother needs me a backiotomy. Let's do that. Goddamn brother needs me a backiotomy. No. Goddamn brother needs me a backiotomy. 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 Goddamn, does not feel it. I haven't had it before, but I'm just not nailing that one. All right, back to vocal manipulation. So I'm gonna take, whoa, whoa, yeah, no, yes, and yes. Ibuprofen. I'm gonna try something a little bit different here. Ibuprofen. Ibuprofen. I mean, it's not so different. Insane. Ibuprofen, ibuprofen. Basically, 99% of the time I do anything, Complex Pro. There you go. I use Reactor, so it's really not that weird. Ibuprofen, anti-inflammatory. Ibuprofen. 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 But I use this on... Get the manipulator on the Yeah, I will. Okay, so I need to know from you guys. I already used this patch on I Make Love to You, one of my other tracks, which I'm going to release. But it sounds really good. I can't use it again. That's easy. Okay, I like that one. I'm just going to run some things to audio. I'm going to take off replica, though, for now. New audio track. Insane. Audio 3. We're grabbing it from audio 3 here. Yes. All right. Did that sync up? Okay, so I got this one. Let's grab a few more. Insane. Doesn't that sound awesome? That sounds so cool. That sounds so awesome. Let's hear how it sounds on the other one. Bring me the shoe that it turns into. I'll show that shoe who's boss. Okay. I'm gonna do another audio track. What do I call this? Synth vocals. And we'll call the second one vocal variants. Hey, E, get me an MMGA headband. I don't know how. Just do it. What kind of E? An E Macus. Sounds so cool. That patch just rules. Okay. Duplicating this one, turning it off, renaming it synth vocal for later modulation. So the problem is I really like that a lot. And I want to modulate it, though, because I think that, you know, playing with the timbre of that one as I go is going to sound really awesome. But I'm not going to do that yet. I don't even have the track lined up. I have, you know, an 8-bar beat. So I need to basically stuff it somewhere where I'm not going to touch it for a while. And then maybe I'm going to freeze it. Yeah, I'll just freeze it. That way. Oh, I definitely could create an entire track just from voices. You know what I really need is like a traditional auto-tune. I don't even have that. But alas, let's keep fucking around. All we're doing today is fucking around. Yeah. That's the sneeze. Consolidate. All right, let's grab this so that it fades out. All right, I'm gonna make this a totally different color. And I'm gonna put it. You guys can hear me talking, right? Just make. Because sometimes I accidentally mute the track I'm on. Can you hear me talking? Yes, sweet. It's like a mystery to my routing sometimes. All right, I'm stuffing this outside too. That's a later effect. That'll be like a. more fun shit to do. More vocal effects. Code B2B Jams, B2B EMAC, Ableton training going, please. Seriously, stay focused. Stay focused. Oh, I did look at that Ableton track, that project file you sent over to me. The thing that stood out the most on the bass line, I'm going to show you exactly what you need to do. So, your bass line was unquantized. I don't know if you know how to quantize. I'm not sure what your background is or how deep into it you go. But basically, you gotta click on the clip. If you didn't play it right, Control A to highlight everything. Right click, go to quantize settings, and pick what you want to quantize it to. So tighter, but then you lose some of your expressivity. Looser, and it also depends on the resolution that you're going to. If you're trying to play 16th notes, do 16th notes. Anyway, play around with that. It should more or less align with the grid. Some of your bass line notes were falling off beat a little bit. But otherwise, it all looked good. I took one of your loops, and it's in one of my main sets on the Octatracks when I jam. Like, it's with a bunch of other things, but it absolutely comes up. You were, like, asleep last night, but I played it again. Anyway, there's my moment. That's how this gets its educational grind. Alright. Getting sick of this one. Let's go back to manipulator. Let's see if there's something cool to do with this. I'm gonna capture that. Yeah, your bass line was fine. It just needed to be quantized. The actual bass line was a little groovy. I felt that it would go really nice with like a FM bass sound. All right. All right. It's time to... Ibuprofen. 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 Insane. Be a monster maybe? Nope. Ibuprofen. 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 I kind of dig that. All right, so I got some of my ideas out here now, and I think that's the vocal I'm gonna run. Okay, so if I'm gonna do that, now I need to catch a variant of everything onto a robot voice like this. Ibuprofen. Okay, so I need a naproxen sodium. What is this? Okay. I'm going to track all this with a robot voice. We're going to do them one at a time. No, I don't need to do them one at a time. What do I got to do that for? So turn the manipulator off. Getting reactor back on. Come back up. Okay. So from 5 to 9, that was naproxen sodium. All right, to the crew. I'm going to run one of these across all of them. One robot voice to rule them all. This one is Domodor. Don't vote until the end, all right? Domodor. I can probably edit it so it's naproxen sodium and then 4 ibuprofens. All right, so Domodor. The next one is monotone robo. Once again, going back to Domodor. All right. No, not that one. That one's definitely not happening. All right, so let's see. Nope. Which one of those is Domodor? All right. Domodor, it sounds like both Keto and Emac are going for Domodor. Domodor. Kind of neat. Ibuprofen. Alright, I'm going to do Domodor and I'm going to do this one, though. That's too dope. And then I'm going to move on, because otherwise I could do this all day. Yes, I know. I'm aware. Ah, Voldemort. I didn't hit record. Just digging it. Alright, is anyone else going on? Because at 11 I'm done. Just letting you guys know. Yes. I go get set up now.
Ibuprofen.
I wanted Charles to come on, and he will eventually, but he is tracking a ton of crazy shit with MIDI right now. It worked out like this. So I'm going to make all these this white. His drum machine, the Joe Mox, which is dope. That thing sounds very good. It takes MIDI channels 1 through 14 in its default configuration. And so what he was running into was that he's out of MIDI channels. And so he needed to figure out exactly why, what to do about it. And he did. And he has to get a MIDI filter in order to take it down to 1 to 2. And he's sequencing just directly on it. Even if he isn't, though, if he is, all he really needs is clock. But even if he isn't sequencing directly on it, he does not need it to take up that many channels. He can just use multiple lanes on his... yeah, I just zoned out. Let's see what we got going on. Didn't know the pharma industry had such well-developed lobbies in electronic music. You know, we all got to get paid. Some people, the way they do it is they think about, I'm going to wear perhaps a headband with a logo on it. You know, maybe get paid for that, or at least get a free headband-y. Some people may have other kinds of logo. Some people may take money from food companies or local hot wing joints. But me, I went all the way right to Big Pharma. I figured they have enough money they could sponsor me. And if they're sponsoring me, I could have a lot of that money. It could be my money, and that sounds pretty cool. You know, I know there's an ethical piece to this that I may be missing here, but if it's my money, I figure I can worry about that piece later once I have it. Well, you get what I'm saying, right? Oh, it looks like I got 2 of these. So yeah, Dan Kushner, Live PA, brought to you by Bayer. Patent 274-350 Merck Pharma. Seriously, does anybody know anybody at Merck? Because I will sell out entirely. Just, I want my money. All right. All right, I gotta track Domodor. E, how's that setup coming? Domodor. By the way, if anyone's on YouTube, I apologize, I'm not really paying much attention. I don't think anybody's watching me on YouTube. I don't even need to like stream to YouTube anymore. It should just be like for... I think I'm going to stop streaming to YouTube. I think I'm just going to start only stream to Twitch. Yeah, it's such a better platform for streaming. And then on YouTube, that's where I'll like put tracks and stuff. Anyway. Let's get this. Alright, I got my next variation. This is Domodor. Gonna rename it. And I think that's gonna call it for the night. I'll play through and jam it a little bit just as we're coming out here. E, are you almost up? The tail on Chew versus Twitch is very different in favor of Chew. By the tail, do you mean the female population? It's very old school of you to use that term. It's all sorts of 2018. Actually, I was like, should I even make this joke? Oh, what do you mean, man? That's like an old school, like a really... like a dickhead saying, I tell you what, the tail, I choose the best. Left and right. Yeah, I know, but it seems the show post-live. Yeah, maybe. I mean, I've literally never watched something on Chew that wasn't live. Every now, I mean, like, there's maybe a total of 5 minutes of me watching stuff that isn't live on Chew. I don't go back. I like to move forward. I like seeing people doing it live. Yeah, I could absolutely. You only had 6 people on Twitch, or is that from rewatch? Yeah, yeah. I mean, I could record my stuff on Twitch and then put it on YouTube. That's true. It doesn't hurt to do that. But then I'm putting up a bunch of, like, this stream on YouTube will probably have like 5 views, and it's not like I have like record numbers up on YouTube, but I do get, you know, on Gear-Splaining, me and Co, we regularly get over 100, 150, 200, 300. And this one will have like 3. So I don't know. Just food for thought. Yeah, I'd be really suspect of that number, that 160. I remember once that Van was in like one of your sets for 3 days, and she kept on refreshing her laptop or something, and it went up to like 4,000. That's because you're a hater. You hated Chew, and Chew was like, don't hate. And by the way, we're never gonna make you featured because you hated it. Yep. And I think it was like, hey, why has Masterminds been #1 on the staff pick for 3 years? As in Masterminds, when Dangerous had his setup there for 4 months, and they kept on celebrating every new 1,000 that he got. He was like, I like light, but those views are garbage, you know. I can't tell you how many times I've seen that Dangerous set, but just the first 3 seconds, and every single one of those counts as a click. You all know what I'm talking about. All right. Let's see. That's the only other thing I really built here. Let me get the kick up here, and I may as well. I'm coming off in 3 minutes. You got some music about to play? Streaming music. Oh, he's on already. Okay. He's already on. So as soon as I'm done blathering on, I'm going to drop you all off with E, and he's going to play some dope stuff until you fall asleep. Alright, almost there. Just want to play with this. I could even do something like this. I could grab this, and I could pan left and right on it, right? Oh, I did volume instead. Hold on. So I started using the circuit as my controller. I really like it. but it doesn't have a transport and it doesn't have faders or knobs. Well, I mean, it has knobs. They're all MIDI CC. They don't map. Alright, so it's going to be something like that. I'm going to keep on working on it throughout the week. This is the next track I'm working on. I like the direction we're going. I'll also throw out an acapella eventually, because it feels like I'm going to do a lot of work on vocals for this. Yeah, no, it doesn't send it. Yeah. I mean, it has a transport, but the transport is just for the circuit. It doesn't, it doesn't send it back in. I mean, I'm sure that there's a template out there to do it. No, not input config, hardware setup. No, not hardware setup. Wow, I was running a pretty low latency there. What am I looking for? MIDI, there it is. Control circuit, control surface. It's not even listed. It's not technically a control surface. I'm just using its MIDI, which I'm cool with. All right, so here it is. Track, sync, remote. Okay, so that's all cool, but it's still not sending. Yep, just not on the list. I probably could build up a template and make it work. But what I was saying is the Novation launch key, it just does it. Right? It uses the push API. It's beautiful. The integration's awesome. You have great transport, and the sliders, they work in banks of 8, and you can move them over, and they automatically track the banks. And panning on it's really easy. You just twist some knobs. It's actually better for doing mix down. Anyway. All right. E, you going? Yeah, I'm already live on YouTube. Yeah. I was just thinking that I don't know if I need to be live on YouTube. I don't even know who's watching me over there. Hey, YouTube. What up? Sometimes when I'm doing like a jam, I'll throw it over there, and there's a few forums that I'll post it into, some like gear-based forums, and those forums will bring some people in there. But I mean, those are gear-based forums. If I post a studio session, that's kind of bad etiquette. Yeah, the API that replicate what is MIDI already. So here the problem is it's only Ableton that uses it. They didn't open up the API. Push is a remarkably popular product, and it got support from Akai, and it got support from Novation. So other people did make stuff for Ableton, but then those products don't really do anything for anyone else. I mean, you can hook up a launch key to FL, but the pads are going to do nothing, and you're going to lose all of the integration, which is part of the purchase price. It's part of what you're buying. Anyway, all right, that's it for tonight, guys and gals. It was wonderful hanging out with you, but I got to be up in a few hours, so I am going to raid everyone to E. Let me see if I do this right. Yes. Yes. Goodbye, everyone. See you on the flip side.